Bienvenido a la Cuba. Welcome to Cuba, a country rich in Latin American culture with a troubled history with the U.S. over the last few decades, starting with when President Kennedy issued an embargo in 1962, ending trade relations with the communist country after Fidel Castro took power and allowed the Soviet Union to place missiles just 90 miles south of Florida. Over the years, relations with Cuba have slightly improved, as the U.S. has been exporting agricultural products to Cuba since 2001, but only account for about 1% of total U.S. ag exports. But as Jim Sumner, president of the USA Poultry and Egg Export Council, says, the majority of those exports were Georgia's top commodity, poultry.
We started shipping here in 2001, right after Hurricane Michelle, when our government offered aid, and Fidel said, I'm not going to accept your charity, but I'd like to purchase some product because we need them. So that's when our trade with Cuba started, and it's been growing each year since. Actually, it's our third largest market in the world, behind only Mexico and China. So Cuba is huge. Last year we shipped 308,000 metric tons of U.S. chicken. A lot of that was from Georgia.
Despite that, though, Sumner also believes that lifting the embargo would benefit the poultry industry even more.
By lifting the embargo and lifting restrictions on Cuba, Cuba would become a tremendous destination like it once was for U.S. tourists. And we could invest here, we could invest in our own processing plants, further processing operations. It would be of tremendous benefit.
The embargo has had quite an effect on Cuban agriculture. As you can see, they rely on outdated equipment and mostly organic farming practices, since getting machinery and pesticides is a challenge. But it does work for them, as you can certainly tell from this cornfield. However, corn is still a top commodity exported from the United States to Cuba, but those in the corn industry, like John Doggett, CEO of the National Corn Growers Association, says Cuba could certainly benefit from more corn being imported, and it would certainly help growers in the U.S. as well.
Corn is usable in many forms, whether it be corn for livestock, corn for ethanol, distillers dry grain out of the ethanol process, corn oil. You know, there are 4,000 products in the United States that are made of corn, and so we see a lot of opportunity. This is a country that needs a lot of things, and we think that we have a good basket of goods and services that we could provide.
However, for trade to be opened with Cuba, Congress would have to take action in order to lift the embargo. Reporting in Havana for the Farm Monitor, I'm John Holcomb.